So today I'm going to be installing one of our easy slide and gas assisted rock and roll beds in this Transit Custom here. It's usually a two-man job, but I'm going to be doing the majority of it myself, and then I'm just going to give somebody a wee shout at the end when I have to tighten everything up. So let's get to it. First things first, I have taken the gas strut off just so I can pull the bed in and out freely, and I'm going to pull the seat out and just take the cushion off so I can get in and out quite. As you can see, with the seat off, you get a nice clear run at the internals of your frame, so you can mark where you're going to have to drill through the floor to get your bolts in. So it'll be these front 2 feet here, it'll be what I will be doing. The nice thing about our legs is that they're on a channel system, so if you are going to hit something on the underside of the van, it's just, again, your 17mm socket or spanner, and just loosen up the leg a bit and chap it along till you're clear and tighten it. Now, I had a little look while I was putting the bed in and lining everything up to the right space, and these 2 legs should be completely free of any obstructions. So I've just marked a little dot in the centre of where I'm going to drill through, and then I'll be drilling through with a pilot hole. I'll get these 2 sorted nice, and then I'll shift onto these 2 because I think I may have to move them a couple of inches towards the inside of the van, just to miss a big support that's running across the underside of the van. So as suspected, the 2 on the right side of the bed beside the diesel heater are absolutely fine, but these 2 legs here are just going to have to get shifted along a little bit, as there's I think a 50mm support that runs right along the length of the van, so they'll be getting shifted in a little bit. So I'll just show you how to do that here. You take your socket with your 17mm socket on your ratchet, and we're going to loosen these bolts on each leg and just knock them along. Good news is that's our 4 pilot holes drilled and everything is clear on the underside of the van. This is where it gets a wee bit tricky, trying to fit your drill with your 10mm bit through the gaps that you have in the bed. But I'm just going to shift the bed kind of back and forth so I've got a wee bit of space to get my drill through and drill straight through the floor, and then we're almost done. So we're on the home stretch now. These are my spreader plates that I painted earlier with a little bit of metal paint to protect them, and then those get a little bead of silicone when they're going on the underside of the van, just to keep everything nice and watertight. So I like to put my bolts upwards from the underside of the van. So if you imagine your van chassis is here, you've got your spreader plate with your silicone, your bolt going up through and into the slot on your foot that you've just drilled out, and then a nylock nut on the top. Now this is the bit that you need 2 people for. Unfortunately for me, I have got to this bit just at lunchtime when everybody's having their tea. So I'll prepare it all, and then once everybody's back from their lunch, I'll get a wee hand putting it all back together. As you can see here, everyone's back from lunch, so we have tightened up the bolts from the underside, so that's the bed fully secure. That is going nowhere. And I took the time to finish off a few wee bits and bobs while the seat is off. I connected the ducting to the diesel heater and just screwed on our little carpeted board here. So handy once the seat's off that you can get in about all the stuff that will be an absolute pain to do while the seat is attached. I'd be crawling under that wee gap there, and after a morning of crawling under the van to make sure all the holes and stuff are all correct and in place, I'm quite happy to not have to do that again. So the last thing to be done is to screw the seat back on. It's just 8 screws that pop up from the underside, Then I'll attach the gas strut and we'll be able to see the bed functioning. So once all that's done, you would be able to drive away, carry your passengers, use it as a rock and roll bed. And that's pretty much the last thing that's done in this van. So once I've done that and tidied up a wee bit, I'll give you a wee sneak peek. The lighting isn't fantastic because I'm now underneath a fully fitted bed. Woohoo, all that effort was worth it. But I'm going to be installing this gas strut, which is an 800 Newton gas strut, to this side of the bed here. You can see that is one little fixing for it, and the other one is behind on the underside of the board. So if you use one of our gas strut beds and you have to kind of open and close it, minus the gas strut, to do such things as the fitting, you can just loosen one side. It will come all complete, but if you loosen one side, it will allow you to open the bed freely. Or if you have any issues with the gas strut, it's easy to take off. It has some M8 nylocks here, so it will just be a 15mm socket and a little spanner just to take it off. So there you have it, one fully installed from start to finish, with a little lunch in between. JAC Easy Slide gas strut assisted bed. Hopefully this video helped if you're going to be installing your own bed, or if you're thinking about purchasing and you're a wee bit wary about the installation. We supply the fitting kit, so you get your spreader plates, your bolts, your nuts, and some instructions as well. But you can also have a wee look at this video and hopefully that will guide you along the way. And if you've got any other questions, just feel free to give us a wee call or shoot us an email. Cheers!